Step into the intriguing world of financial services with Discover Financial Services, a powerhouse in the industry. As a Fortune 500 company, their name alone hints at the diverse range of financial solutions they offer to the public. Chances are you've crossed paths with them, whether through personal checking, loans, or mortgages. But what truly sets them apart? It's the aspect of the Discover credit card, captivating a staggering 50 million cardholders nationwide and cementing their status among the prestigious Big Four credit card networks. So, let's delve deeper into the story of Discover Financial Services truly is. Explore untold stories of iconic brands and personalities at the Bullish Society. Uncover forgotten archives, secrets, and narratives that shape our world. Meet visionaries, voices of change, and immerse yourself in defining stories. Subscribe now and join our community of storytellers. Don't miss the tales behind every success and failure. In the United States, four major credit cards dominate the market: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. Credit cards, initially known as charge cards, gained prominence in the 1950s, revolutionizing the financial landscape. Before then, customers relied on store credit, and the concept of a universally accepted card was novel until the introduction of the Diners Club card in 1950. Visa, MasterCard, and American Express led the charge in popularizing credit cards during the 1950s and 60s. However, breaking into the market became increasingly difficult once these networks were established. Convincing both merchants and customers to adopt a new card presented a significant barrier to entry. Despite these challenges, Discover managed to make a significant impact. Founded in 1985 by Sears, Discover capitalized on Sears brand recognition and customer trust to introduce its credit card offering. Sears, a major retail player, diversified its business by expanding into financial services, leveraging ventures like Allstate Insurance, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Brokerage, and Dean Witter Reynolds Stock Brokerage. Through strategic branding and Sears' reputation, Discover navigated the competitive credit card industry and established itself as a notable player. In September of 1985, the Discover card made its debut in select test markets, primarily in San Diego and Atlanta. The inaugural transaction, a modest purchase of $26.77, took place at a Sears store, with a buyer being a Sears employee. What set Discover apart from its competitors was its groundbreaking features, no annual fee, and the introduction of cashback rewards, a concept relatively unheard of at the time. This innovative approach to credit card benefits, particularly the cashback rewards, quickly caught the attention of consumers. In fact, the demand was so high during the test phase that Discover accelerated its national launch by 4 months to meet the enthusiastic response. To amplify its introduction, Discover launched a comprehensive marketing campaign, including a high-profile Super Bowl commercial showcasing its Dawn of Discover initiative. This concerted effort to promote the brand was further reinforced by extensive advertising in magazines and newspapers. Despite the significant investment in marketing, the company faced substantial losses amounting to over $100 million in its launch year due to the hefty expenditure incurred. However, the widespread distribution of Discover cards to millions of consumers served as a catalyst for merchant acceptance. Even before its national rollout, over 200,000 merchants had agreed to accept Discover, a number that soared to over 1 million by the end of the decade. Notably, Sears, one of the nation's largest retailers, exclusively accepted Discover over the other major credit cards, further bolstering the card's prominence. The unique scenario where consumers sought out Discover cards specifically to patronize Sears despite potential inconvenience for the stores underscored the significant impact of Discover's entry into the market. This phenomenon not only contributed to the rapid expansion of the Discover network, but also highlighted the allure of cashback rewards as a driving force in consumer decision-making. By the 1990s, Sears found itself grappling with the rise of Walmart, which had overtaken them to become the nation's largest retailer. Recognizing the need for a strategic shift, Sears sought to refocus its efforts on its core detail operations and began divesting its financial services services. A significant move in this direction was the spin-off of Dean Witter into its own publicly traded company. This decision inadvertently facilitated greater acceptance of Discover by major retailers across the country. Previously, many merchants had been hesitant to accept Discover due to its association with Sears, a direct competitor. However, with the separation of the two entities, apprehensions dwindled, leading to a broader acceptance of Discover cards. Consequently, the landscape shifted, with an increasing number of establishments embracing Discover alongside other major credit cards. The newfound autonomy allowed Discover to flourish independently, with Sears now accepting alternative cards. Discover's acceptance among retailers surged, culminating in its widespread adoption. Today, Discover proudly asserts acceptance at 99% of all locations that accommodate credit cards, a testament to its unprecedented penetration of the market. Following a merger with Morgan Stanley in 1997 and subsequent spin-off about a decade later, Discover charted its course as an autonomous entity. Its focus on expansion extended beyond domestic borders, evidenced by a strategic partnership with UnionPay in China in 2005. This collaboration facilitated mutual acceptance of cards in each other's territories, paving the way for Discover's global footprint. In 2008, Discover made another notable move by acquiring Diners Club, a pioneering charge card brand. This acquisition not only bolstered Discover's international presence, but also expanded its acceptance network by an additional 8 million locations outside of North America. Through strategic alliances and acquisitions, Discover continued to fortify its position as a leading player in the global financial landscape. In 2012, boasting an impressive $30 billion in annual credit card purchases, Discover expanded its reach beyond U.S. borders by striking deals with banks in Ecuador and Russia, marking the introduction of Discover cards outside of the domestic market. Distinguishing between credit card issuers and networks is essential. Visa and MasterCard function as networks facilitated by various banks, whereas American Express and Discover directly issue their own cards. This contrast led to a significant legal battle in 2004 when Discover sued Visa and MasterCard for allegedly obstructing banks from issuing cards for alternative networks. The lawsuit, lasting 4 years, concluded with a nearly $3 billion settlement, underscoring the complexities of competition in the credit card industry. Unlike Visa and MasterCard, American Express and Discover prioritize customer spending by offering enticing cashback rewards. However, their revenue generation methods differ. American Express targets a wealthier demographic and profits primarily from annual fees, while Discover relies on interest from unpaid balances, foregoing annual fees. Despite having a larger customer base, Discover lags behind American Express, Visa, and MasterCard in transaction volume and market value. Nevertheless, Discover's distinctive business model holds considerable value, as evidenced by its recent acquisition deal with Capital One, highlighting its importance in the financial sector. In February 2024, Capital One announced a groundbreaking move to acquire Discover Financial Services, an all-stock deal worth $35 billion. This acquisition signifies a significant change for Discover, marking the first time in 17 years that the company will operate under a larger corporate entity. However, the approval of this acquisition is not guaranteed, considering the dynamic and often unpredictable nature of the financial industry. Yet, the potential merger presents intriguing possibilities, especially considering Capital One's stature as one of the nation's leading credit card issuers. If the acquisition proceeds, it could incentivize the issuance of more Discover cards, leveraging Capital One's extensive network. Reflecting on Discover's history, this move harkens back to its earlier days when it was under the ownership of Sears, benefiting from being part of a larger conglomerate. The envisioned combination has the potential to position Discover as a formidable contender in the credit card market, potentially becoming the country's largest credit card company by loan volume. Moreover, the current landscape of the U.S. credit card market offers promising opportunities for Discover, with credit card debt reaching unprecedented levels and interest rates soaring. Discover's business model, which relies on interest income, could thrive in such conditions. Thanks for joining us on this captivating journey through the stories that shape our world. Your support keeps the Bullish Society thriving. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to never miss a captivating story. More incredible stories and interviews are coming your way. Stay tuned for what's next on the Bullish Society.